Hey everyone, I am Mega Freak. Coming back is difficult. Well, this level is basically what the title calls it. Coming back is difficult. So basically, it doesn't matter how you get, there's tons of coins, but you basically go to the end of the level. Basically, the back area, and you see the exit was already there, but you couldn't get to it. Or, well, I don't think it actually was there, you saw just a door, but that's where the exit is. So just get through this area however you choose. There's just a ton of stuff. And as you can see, it's not that long of a level. But a ton of chaotic things, and as the title has told you, coming back might be difficult because you have all this, all these switches will switch. Because here's the thing, we know that switches turn lights, right? And we also know that switches switch the blocks. Well, we need to switch the blocks, and it's also going to turn off the lights. So all of the lights are now off. That sucks. It's not too bad though, but it still sucks. It sucks. Sucks. So yeah, not much else to talk about in this level. It's basically just find your way through. It says coming back is difficult, and it is to an extent, but not too bad. It's not like it's mind-numbingly, oh crap, window panes, I hate you guys. Seriously, I don't like you guys at all. I never liked you. I never will like you. I think, let's see, let's do a top 5 countdown of my most hated enemies. Probably those guys, maybe number 1, I don't know, I don't like the ghost either. I don't like the frosty snowman either. These pelicans annoy me from time to time, and then the blue balls of pain, I hate them as well. And then of course there's the bluebirds, I don't like them. They're also turquoise, and I still don't like them, even though they're turquoise. Maybe if they were fuchsia, maybe. Yeah, you know, I don't really like a lot of these enemies. I think the only enemies I like are the rats. Why? Because they can't hurt you. And even though you can't get damage, of course, when you get hurt, it just does knock you back, of course, and stuff. And the punches aren't too bad, and of course the spear gooms, but they're still annoying. A lot of these enemies are annoying. But definitely, window panes are definitely up on my top hit list of people I really do not like in terms of enemies. So, in other news, this was actually last week, but Nintendo has released, it's gonna come in America in 2010, I believe, but a new redesign for the DS. I think they're really trying to milk this DS now. A new redesign that supposedly will play, I think will play the same DS games. It's called DSi XL. So let's see. They've had the DSi, everybody. They had the DS. They had the Twitch room. They had the DS. They had the DS Lite. They had the DSi, and now the DSi XL, and all of them play the same games because, like, with the Game Boy, they had Game Boy, right? And then they had maybe a few other, like, they had the big, thick brick Game Boy, they had the Game Boy Pocket, okay? But then they had the Game Boy Color. Maybe there was a few other changes, but Game Boy Color, fairly soon after that. Then you had the Game Boy Advance. And then you had the Game Boy Advance SP, which was the only really, I don't know what that exactly is. I guess maybe another bottle of something. Maybe champagne or something, I don't know. For the wine glass we got last time. And then we had Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP. Then you had the DS, and now we have like 4 iterations of that, and they all seem to play the same game, even though they're talking about DS games having like special abilities on the DSi. But anyway, the DSi XL is basically what exactly is basically what you would think of. And it's a DS, not for fat people, but a DS that's just bigger. As a DSi, it's a lot bigger. Now, people would say, well, wait, it's a handheld. Why would you play that? Well, they're trying to target people who are, like, you know, of the older set. You know, they're trying to target their audience of being casual. So, or to an extent. So, people who have a hard time seeing, well, of course, you'll get the DSi XL. People, because the screen is bigger. It's actually, if you look at the whole thing, the whole system is just a lot bigger compared to the regular DSi. Because, like, if you look at pictures, just of the DSi XL, in terms of proportion, it looks no different than a regular DS Lite, or being DSi, except for the fact that the actually, what do you even call that anymore? The little thing that you use to touch the touchscreen, the stick, is now a pen-looking thing, which also appeals to older gamers. And but for the most part, it looks pretty much the same, except for the screen is a lot bigger to an extent. You know, and the buttons are kind of off the side. But if you compare it to the original, it's a lot bigger. But they're trying to have people who stay at home. You know, I honestly don't mind the redesign. I might buy it. I don't know. I'm looking to get a new DS because my DS is totally scratched with the touchscreen. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking. It looks interesting. I would probably buy it because I'm not really into taking the handheld everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm running out of time. This has been MegaFreak400, reminding you that camels have humps.